Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz. Today is April 30, 2016 at 2:35 a.m. Topic, um, the Middle East. They are at a boiling point, and the reason is the threats that the Muslims have been making so many years, over and over and over. You know, we're going to wipe them off the map. We're going to push them into the sea. We're going to kill them all. Talking about the Israelis. And it's eating at them. They're coming up with everything, regardless how stupid it sounds, they're using it for an excuse. It lets us know how the Islamic faith-based Muslims who have their nose in a crayon, how ignorant they really are to believe that what they think they can do. If you recall, and God told Russia, get in and do what you want to do, it's in your heart, started coming and then they backed out. So Russia turned around and started leaving. God said, oh no. That's when they put a hook in the jaw and turned them back around. Get in here and do what's on your heart. They came in. It's on their heart to destroy Israel, just like the rest of them. In fact, there's something that's a little bit puzzling to me that just the other day, on April the 21st, there is a debate. NETANYAHU tells Putin once again that Golan Heights, as I told you, it's our red line. He told that Putin and Assad. So somehow Netanyahu knew this was coming up before the meeting, but he thought the meeting would make a big difference, and it will, and it will. I mean, they're going to have more excuses to attack Israel than you have excuses or kid have excuses losing his homework, and they're going to use them all. But it's so stupid. John Haler, he's got a lot of prophecy update, but things that are falling apart are falling into place. That's one thing that he's noticed. And I tend to agree with him. I haven't quite looked at it like that. But things that are falling apart but they're falling into place, into the proper place. And then Steve Quayle talks about what lies ahead in 2016. As Tom Horn, they talk together a lot. And then what is this about? Someone had a prophecy that, is Obama going to stick around? I mean, is he going to call martial law? Something's going to happen. And personally, I thought that all along. I thought he'd suspend elections. So whether he will or not, I don't know, but that's just a gut feeling. And that is absolutely a certainty if there's a chance that Trump would win. And if Hillary wins, I mean, we're gone anyway. But I don't think there's a chance. Now, I heard some Gary Stearman and some others talking that they thought that there was a possible revival. And a revival, maybe, but as far as America coming back strong again, I don't think so. Again, we are not mentioned as a protector of the Jews in the Battle of Armageddon. If we're not mentioned, then that means we didn't participate in helping or hurting them. So we were kind of rendered useless, and which is what a lot of people expect anyway. Islamic countries. Wally Shabat, he said, and he's a converted Islamic Muslim. He said the Mahdi in the end time prophecy, he said, is just like a boiling cauldron right now. He said they just, it's burning at them, burning at their hearts or souls. And this is why they want to just, they want to hurt Israel. They want to do something knowing that they're going to be wiped out. And he said, of course, all of them won't know it, but, you know, everybody's not stupid, but they're going to go in and try anyway. And also what I said earlier about the leaders of Russia and Syria and Iran, other countries that will team up and that will go against the Jews in that Ezekiel 38-39 war, they won't die. The leaders won't die of those countries. And that's whether we got it from them, you know, from the Bible, that's sort of a, what do you call a war game rule? And I can't quite think of it. It's some it's a Swiss law anyway. Somebody has to go back and still keep the people under control, and it is only their current leader that can do it. If their current leader died and a new one goes in, then the country's going to rebel. And they're going to be awfully pissed off at these leaders anyway when they come back and say, well, we lost. But they'll at least still have a leader. And but this will be something that'll all end in time. There'll be no need for all these leaders anymore. And like Egypt, I believe in my heart that thing's about to get that Aswan High Dam blown apart. And then you have the River Euphrates. There's 3 different places at least that they can stop the water flow and have in the Battle of Armageddon, the final battle, millions to walk right across a dry valley. And that's supposed to happen. And like I said, it can be done at several places. Everything that needs to happen to be in place for the final battle of Armageddon is able to go into place now. There's a lot of new news on CERN and HAARP. There's something going on there that's there's some people that's really fearful that something major bad is going to happen. Specifically, they pointed at one place and they felt like that place is going to have a massive earthquakes. And then somebody else said that the cauldron in Yellowstone, they believe that thing is about to go. That's a possibility, but I do not believe that'll happen until the tribulation begins. And I do not believe there may be a major earthquake, but I don't believe you'll have any case where 10, 20, 30 million people will die in any event until after the rapture of the church, and then the tribulation begins. Anything on a massive scale like that, that'll wait, because a lot of people will die, 2 billion in the first 3.5 years. And that's a lot of people. And also, there's this Paul Begley. You've heard this guy, maybe a house. He's getting some news in that surprised me, and he's talking a lot about the coming apocalypse. And of course, we all talk about that, but it seems like he's got a couple of things up that some of us didn't know. And prophecy, of course, somebody had a dream that Donald Trump will be the chosen leader, and he dreamed that in 2011. And I hope to goodness he is. That's the best thing we can have for us. And again, the Yellowstone update, people are feared. Now, keep in mind, there are no witnesses here. No, they're not here yet. Forget that. There are no horsemen. There's not a, behold, death came on a rider on a pale horse. No, horses hadn't come yet. So those things aren't here. Those things that'll come inside the tribulation will be inside the tribulation, not outside of it. And we're outside of it. And but tribulation can start tonight at midnight. No one knows. And that's why I say, please be ready. And again, Netanyahu told clearly, Putin, he said, we already discussed this once. I put my red line down there, and I'm not one that's going to let somebody step over it and force me to draw another one. Obama did that about 6 times. And he'll do it 6 more times if that's what it takes. Obama's a coward. Netanyahu, they're afraid of that man because he will do exactly what he says he'll do. And he's got somebody backing him that's rooting for him right over his shoulder. Said, hey, man, anytime you need help, you just yell. And help will come. And it will come in a major way. Jody with Expoz.